Let's go ahead and talk about Every Door Direct again. I think that's such a very powerful way of you can find properties, but again, I use it mainly to sell my properties once I have them under contract. Again, my thought process is you might find a renter in that neighborhood who wants to live there. Your flyer may reach the home of somebody and they would say, I would love for my mother to live in that house, or my sister, or my buddy over there who lives 10 miles away. I'd love for that person to be here. You never know. And for 15 cents a door, my goodness, how can you not afford to do that? Again, it's called Every Door Direct Mail, and it's offered by the U.S. Post Office. They'll deliver flyers to every address in a mail route for 15 cents each. Maybe it's 16 cents. Again, you create the flyer, however many you need, 200, 300, whatever, and you give it to the post office, and the letter carrier will put your flyer in every mailbox on that route. No stamps, no letters, no folding, no addressing, nothing. It's fantastic. You can go to usps.com/business/every door direct mail. Fantastic service. How do you find the buyers? There's something that's called wholesaling. It's kind of like wholesaling and kind of like retailing. Think of this as an open house. Pick a Saturday afternoon and have somebody place bandit signs that day around the neighborhood, directing people to your home. Not just saying, hey, there's a house at 123 Main Street, open house. No, you have them place it around the neighborhood with, arrows pointing to the turns and all that kind of stuff. Direct them to the house. You can have Every Door Direct Mail tell the entire neighborhood that you'll be there on a Saturday from 2 to 3, things like that. You're trying to drive 50 or 60 or as many people as possible into your home that day. And of course, you would have all pre-filled out contracts waiting for them. You would be in there, or your representative would be in there. And again, your goal is to get 5 or 6 offers that day. Pick a Saturday, have somebody place bandit signs, of course. Title companies. Let's talk about title companies. What do they do? So again, the process is you find the seller, you get the property under contract. Once you have it under contract, you take that contract to a title company and you let them begin their very extensive research process that they do. There's all kinds of things that a title company will do. They are an indispensable step in the real estate buying or selling process. Nobody I know will buy a property without going through a title company. Okay, I mean, it's just an indispensable part of their buying or selling process. So what do? They find the liens, such as whether or not the property has a mortgage. And if it does have a mortgage, they call the mortgage company and they say, what's the balance? How much do you need to get paid off on this? They make sure that you're dealing with the real owners. And if you're not dealing with the real owners, then you need to go back to, if the person you're dealing with is not the owner of record, you need to go back to that person and have them explain what happened and where the break in the ownership is. They prepare any documents that are needed, such as deeds of trust, any releases, things like that. Any real estate document, any legal document that's needed to close this deal, it's up to the title company to prepare that. They ensure that the documents are filed at the courthouse. They have an electronic way these days of filing these documents at the courthouse. And for those who purchase title insurance, which is always a good idea, they will actually insure the transaction against any future claims. If the seller has a claim on the property that they don't know about, but they bought you title insurance when they sold you the property, within limits, it's up to that title company to go ahead and fight that claim for you. It's always, almost always a good idea to get title insurance. Never ever buy a property without going through a title company, or at least having a title company prepare a nothing further report if you're buying it at the auction. You can't get title insurance when you buy at the auction, but you can at least have a title company run a report and make sure you understand what you're getting into when you buy the property at the auction. Also, I would always recommend that you buy title insurance. If you're borrowing money from somebody, from a lender, title insurance is pretty much mandatory. But if you are buying with cash, you can purchase a property through a title company, having the title company prepare the documents and everything, without purchasing title insurance. I'm not saying it's a good idea, but people can do it. But pretty much if there's a loan anywhere in this process, that whoever's loaning that money, all but guarantee you that they're going to definitely request title insurance. So again, we're at about the 5:30 mark. I think that's another good place to stop. So appreciate you participating in the Wholesaling Academy, and we'll keep it going. Thank you.